Daniel Gomez Inspires here. Thank you so much for everybody's prayers. My foot is feeling so much better, and it's a blessing. So thank you everyone who's texted me, who's reached out to me. It means a lot to me, and I'm just in better spirits. It hasn't been easy. It's been very challenging. I'll tell you, I almost got caught up in my feelings last Monday, and yesterday was a little bit harder too, because you try to do the things that you can do, and you end up not being able to do them. So what do you do? What do you do when you can't do the things you used to do? Sometimes you just have to rest. You just got to rest in God. You got to rest in who you are, and it's okay to rest. I think the world has taught us to be going 100 miles an hour, and we're going and going and going and going, and you never take time just to really rest and just abide in God and abide in what you're doing in life. Because let me explain. God is the tree. God is the branch. He's the vine. In John 15, it talks about God being the vine dresser. So if he's the vine, just think about that like a tree, the trunk. The branch that's attached to that tree, that's where its power comes from. That's where its nutrients come from. And if the branch is not attached to that tree, it's going to die. And some of us right now, especially during the holidays, especially right now, we're feeling overwhelmed, we're feeling frustrated, we're feeling like, man, I had just cooked a turkey for Thanksgiving. Oh, I got to go buy this present for him, for her, for my cousin, for my wife. You got to buy all these presents and you're overwhelmed. You're like, what do I do? Just rest. Sometimes people want your time and they want you more than they want a gift. Let me say this again. Sometimes people just want to spend time with you. Sometimes people just want to talk with you. They want to abide with you, right? Abiding is hang out, connect. Just the way God wants to connect with us, you got to just abide in God, because he's a tree and we're the branch. So you just got to rest in him. You have to rest in what you're presented right now. Don't overwhelm yourself during these holiday seasons. Don't go feel you have to buy your kids the most expensive present there is, because we almost did that, right? We almost went and bought my grandson this high power wheels and 4x4 and all this other stuff. But the reality is this, is that he's too small for it right now. But in a grandparent's heart, you want to give your grandchild the best. But sometimes the best is just baking cookies with them, or just singing with them, or being silly, or watching them play on the slide. Because I think sometimes kids just want to hang out with their mom and dad. Kids just want to hang out with their grandparents. So during this holiday season, it's okay to rest, because if you don't embrace the season of rest, you're going to be a Daniel Gomez, right? You're going to be with the crooked foot for a while, because it's going to force you to rest. So I really want to encourage you from now until the end of New Year's, just really take a moment for you, take a moment for yourself, and abide in God, rest in God. Remember, he's the tree, we're the branch, and all the source, all our power is from God. And think about a tree on a shrub that you have at your house. Those trees that don't make it, they disattach themselves from that stem, from that vine, and they die. You got to prune them off. So embrace this time of rest. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to repeat myself, because I know there's so many of us right now that we're trained by watching TV to buy the latest gadgets for our kids, buy the latest gadgets for ourselves, extend ourselves with things that we can't afford. And sometimes the best gift that you can give is your time, your love, and just a phone call. This is Daniel Gomez Inspires. I want to encourage you. It's okay to rest. Don't listen to the world's humanism that says you always have to be performing, you always have to be grinding. It's a lie. Don't fall into that lie. Because one moment, one touch, let me say it again, one moment, one touch of God's favor is worth more than a lifetime of labor. One touch, one moment of God's favor will do more in your life, in your business, in your career, than you could ever do in your own working 12, 14 hours a day for 70 years. Try me on this one, because it works, because God has been providing in my life more than I could ever imagine. Have an amazing day. God bless you. This is Daniel Gomez Inspires.